Hey everyone, Alex here, and I really hope you are doing well today. I want to walk you through something that has been an absolute game changer for my entire content workflow. We are talking about turning those long videos into snackable, viral-ready clips without any of the usual headache. If you're anything like me and you love creating long-form content, like interviews or detailed tutorials, this is specifically for you. But you also really want to grow your presence on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Here's the fundamental problem. Editing is currently either painfully manual or it feels completely overbuilt for the task. Tools like Premiere and Final Cut are incredible powerhouses, no doubt about that. However, they have a seriously steep learning curve and are honestly overkill if all you truly need are a handful of short clips to post. Then you have the other end of the spectrum, some free editors that are great for a quick trim, but those often just don't really understand what specific ingredients make a clip truly viral in today's landscape. This is where an AI-first tool like Vizard completely changes the game by auto-extracting the absolute best moments. And then it helps you get those clips published automatically on your preferred platforms. I have personally been messing around with it for a few solid weeks now, and I really want to show you exactly how this whole system works and why it might be that missing link in your current content stack. So Vizard's fundamental approach is designed to be both simple and exceptionally smart. The first step is you simply feed it your long videos, which can be anything from YouTube uploads to Zoom recordings or even raw camera footage. Once the file is in, the AI scans the entire duration to intelligently find the strongest moments within your content. It's programmed to look for specific indicators like emotional spikes or high-energy vocal moments. It also checks for laughter, genuine reaction faces, key conversational phrases, and sudden visual changes. Essentially, it's looking for the stuff that genuinely compels people to stop scrolling and actually commit to watching. That ability to automatically edit for viral potential is truly the core function of this tool. It is much more sophisticated than just trimming out periods of silence from your recording. It is actively selecting moments that possess true shareable potential for distribution. What I really appreciate is that the AI immediately gives you a solid starting edit right away. But the critical part is that you are never stuck with some completely unchangeable black box result. You always have the option to go in and manually mark highlight points yourself if you need to refine things. Perhaps there are 2 or 3 golden seconds buried in a 10-minute segment that you absolutely need to capture. Vizard will then naturally prioritize those specific moments you manually designated in the final output. This gives you the absolute best of both worlds, incredible speed paired with precise creative control. The AI is usually impressively sharp with its choices, but sometimes it still misses a subtle human nuance. So adding a quick manual highlight here or there is genuinely a good proactive habit to adopt. Now, let me briefly walk you through a typical workflow I personally use from start to finish. The very first thing I do is upload my long-form video directly into the Vizard platform. This upload process can be direct from your preferred cloud service like Dropbox or Google Drive, or you can just point it to a specific URL. For creators who are really conscious about limited phone storage or don't want to download gigantic files, this feature is huge. Vizard smartly works directly off the source file in the cloud and never forces you to drag gigabytes onto your actual local device. It's almost like using the original source file as a central library, rather than constantly copying it everywhere you go. Once that file is successfully in the system, Vizard automatically begins its powerful analysis of the content. You will then see a visual timeline where all those potential high points are clearly marked as suggested clips. With just a single click, you can generate an entire set of ready-to-post short clips instantly. Here is where the true magic happens. It automatically tests different thumbnail frames and suggests optimal caption styles. It also suggests aspect ratios specifically optimized for whatever platform you are targeting right now. If you are aiming for that 9:16 vertical short or maybe a clean 1:1 Instagram square, it templates everything for you. This means you never have to wrestle with complicated manual crop settings ever again. Now, for those of you who prefer an even faster near-instant route, there is a dedicated one-tap mode available. You simply select the source video, hit that auto-create button, and Vizard spits out a handful of short clips immediately. Each resulting clip comes pre-packaged with captions and even intelligent music suggestions. The AI is smart enough to match the suggested music vibe to the actual energy level of the content segment. So it uses fast cuts for high energy moments and a calmer pacing for more conversational sections. But again, if the AI happens to pick the wrong section or maybe trims a crucial beat awkwardly, you retain the power to fix it. You can easily open the clip and tweak the in and out points or add those extra highlights we talked about. It is designed to be super easy and intuitive, even when making manual adjustments. For creators who really love structured creativity, Vizard also offers several themed presets. These themes include options like high energy montage, reaction highlight, or maybe a clean teaser style. Switching between these preset themes automatically changes the actual cut style, text animation, and music suggestions. I usually try out a couple of the different themes just to see what feels best for that specific piece of content. But I often end up mixing and matching elements, like taking the cuts from one theme and the caption style from another. Now let's specifically talk about the detailed editing options available within the clip editor. Vizard isn't actually trying to replace something as complex as Premiere Pro on your desktop. It simply strips away all the complexity you definitely do not need for repurposing work. In the dedicated clip editor, you can trim with extreme precision if necessary. You can easily adjust the playback speed for those nice slow motion effects or quick speed ramps you want to use. You can also add subtitles, which are automatically generated and fully editable right there. Tweak the captions, apply some basic clean color filters, and even drop in your own small stickers or a logo graphic. Want to really emphasize a key statement? You can quickly add a subtle zoom or a really punchy speed ramp effect. And if you need accurate closed captions for accessibility or better platform performance, the auto-transcribe is very reliable. You can easily correct any minor errors in those lines in just a couple of seconds. One incredibly neat feature I use constantly is the manual highlight marker system. When the AI suggests a batch of clips, I scrub through the original long-form footage and drop physical markers on those exact seconds. I mark things like a perfect punchline, a strong emotional hook, or maybe a shocking statistic you want to ensure is included. Those markers act as explicit instructions, telling the AI to prioritize those exact moments in its final compilation. This guarantees that the resulting batch of clips will absolutely feature the content I know performs best. If you skip this step entirely, the AI still finds plenty of decent moments on its own, which is great. But for me, using those manual highlight markers is my secret weapon for guaranteeing a truly viral-ready sample every time. Okay, now we arrive at the feature that genuinely separates Vizard from most of the other content apps out there: auto-schedule. Generating a ton of clips is really only half the battle when it comes to growing your audience online. Consistency in posting is the actual metric where successful creators ultimately win the long game. Vizard lets you set a specific posting frequency, and then it schedules those clips across all your social channels automatically. You can queue up content for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or even Twitter, X, and Facebook based on your settings. The system will publish the content based on the schedule you define, taking that task completely off your plate. It even intelligently suggests the absolute best posting time windows based on current platform data. There is a centralized content calendar where you can visualize everything that is scheduled and when it is going out. You have the power to easily drag and drop posts to completely reorder your schedule if needed. You can also jump in to edit the captions or swap out a thumbnail right before the scheduled publish time. Honestly, this scheduling feature is the one that truly helps me sleep much better at night as a creator. Instead of treating content creation like an all-or-nothing painful sprint every single day, this changes the dynamic. I can batch process an entire long interview one afternoon, let Vizard cut dozens of clips, and then relax. I can then just sit back while the system handles posting that content across my channels throughout the whole week. It truly delivers consistency without forcing you to do the daily grind every single day. Now, let's take a quick moment to compare this to some of the other options you might be considering. Premiere Pro and Final Cut are absolute powerhouses in the editing world. That is undeniable. But they operate under the assumption that your primary goal is to become a master editor, which most creators are not. If your main job is content creation, those heavyweight applications end up significantly slowing down your entire output speed. Then there are the lighter mobile apps and free editors out there. Some are decent for a quick trim and filter application. However, they generally lack the intelligence to truly understand what makes a clip inherently viral or automate distribution. You'll also find some other AI-powered clip tools that charge you strictly by the minute of processed footage or heavily limit uploads unless you pay a premium tier. Vizard, on the other hand, feels explicitly designed for creators who need a highly scalable and efficient workflow. It extracts the key moments, gives you just enough customization without being overwhelming, and then it handles the entire distribution process. It's also really important to note that platform-specific editors are often fine for just one single clip, but they rarely play nice when you need to manage content across multiple different networks simultaneously. You end up exporting different crops, manually retyping all your captions, and constantly juggling separate schedules. Vizard centralizes all of that chaos, letting you create once and publish everywhere with those platform-appropriate tweaks built in. I have a couple of quick pro tips if you decide to give this powerful workflow a serious try. When you first upload your source file, give the AI a little bit of context by adding chapter markers or a very short summary description. This extra effort significantly improves the AI's contextual understanding and detection accuracy. You should absolutely use those manual highlight markers anytime you are dealing with an interview or a long monologue section. It is often those tiny, subtle beats within the speech that are the ones that end up getting shared the most. Always take a moment to quickly check the automatically generated captions for any specialized jargon or proper names. Fixing them just one time in the master edit will ensure that correction propagates across every single clip generated from that source. When generating batches, remember to try out a few of the different visual themes because small styling changes can completely alter engagement levels. Last but certainly not least, let's touch upon the final export and the all-important analytics review. Once your clips are either scheduled or fully published, Vizard provides you with basic engagement metrics to review. This crucial feedback loop actually helps the AI system get smarter and continually improve its future suggestions. The AI starts to inherently favor those specific visual styles that have historically earned you more watch time and more clicks. And when you decide to export a file manually, you have the flexibility to select the exact resolution and aspect ratio you require. This ensures you always get a clean, high-quality 1080p or even 4K file ready for any other specific upload need. So, to quickly summarize everything, that is really the core gist of how this system operates. For any creator who absolutely does not want to spend hours staring at a complex editing timeline, this is incredibly compelling. It is fast, it respects your device storage by working off the cloud, and it respects your time. It provides just the right amount of control without introducing unnecessary complexity into your process. And crucially, it actually helps you maintain consistent posting with the auto schedule and the content calendar, keeping everything perfectly organized. If you are just starting out and really don't want to pour weeks into learning a full non-linear editor, this is the way to go. Or if you are an established, busy creator simply trying to scale up your content repurposing efforts, you must give this workflow a look. The AI will never completely replace your own creative taste or your unique human intuition. Let's be clear on that. But it excels at removing all the tedious, busy work that constantly eats up your valuable creative time. Anyway, I really hope this entire walkthrough was helpful for your current content creation strategy. If you'd like, I can absolutely create a quick follow-up video showing the exact button clicks and a live demo with one of my own long videos. We could speed annotate all the best moments and schedule a full week's worth of posts in under 10 minutes. Please drop a comment below if that next level of detailed demonstration sounds useful to you. And if you found this breakdown valuable and want more deep dives like this one, please hit that like button and subscribe. That way you definitely won't miss out on the next content strategy session. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the very next video.